So robotic process automation, in my view, is the first step in your journey towards artificial intelligence. Robotic process automation helps you automate processes which are rule-based, which are error-prone, fairly manual in nature. So clearly business rules need to be defined. The next step in that could be machine learning, where machine learning is essentially a technology which mimics your brain's decision-making abilities, but that is based on a number of data points that you need to provide it. So data points are very, very critical. The next step on that journey is what we call NLP, or natural language processing. This is the ability of a computer to understand language that is spoken by humans. So that therefore natural language processing, right? So it basically picks up unstructured data, converts that into structured data that can be understood by computers, and then processes the next steps of the transaction. The reverse of this is what we call natural language generation, which is taking structured data from the computers and converting that into unstructured text or language so that it can be understood by humans in the free flow format that we are used to. That is natural language generation. And then artificial intelligence is the ability of the computer program to actually mimic the human brain per se, keeping various parameters in mind, for example, emotions, reasons, to a dynamically changing context. And that's the key difference here. Unlike machine learning, which was very, very driven by the data provided, this one dynamically changes the outputs it generates, just like a human brain. So that is where artificial intelligence stacks up. These are not the dictionary definitions that I've provided. I've just given you very, very layman definitions, but I thought this will help demystify. And another question that I get is, what is cognitive computing? So I just want to also clarify that cognitive computing essentially is a term given to computer programs that actually have the ability to learn and apply those learnings back to get the relevant output. Now, this is what we call cognition. That is the dictionary definition of cognition. And cognitive computing, by the way, was a term coined by IBM. But yeah, I mean, I believe that any learning system or any system that learns and applies it back to its own self to change the outcome is a cognitive system. So in my view, machine learning, NLP, NLG, etc. Are a part of cognitive computing. There are many schools of thoughts on this, for and against. It's your pick, but I think that's the way it is.